morning, everybody. Again, if you saw my last start, my Wi-Fi went out. I'm going to adjust this camera a little bit. There we go. It's a little bit better. My Wi-Fi went out here at home, so that's why I just said good morning. Now I'm back on my porch closer to my Wi-Fi. That helps a lot to be close to it. Oh well. Technical difficulties will happen. All right, let's get started with some songs. And I was trying to tell you that I can't see everybody who's here because I'm using not my personal page but the library's Facebook page. So that's why I can't see who has checked in or who's watching. But I will say hi to a few names that I can think of. Anna and Xavier and Aniston and Trevor. Oh, Miranda and Leia. Trying to think of some other ones. Oh man, I haven't seen you guys in so long I'm not remembering. I miss you. As soon as I see your faces, I'll know your names. Hopefully that happens soon. Alright, let's get started with this guy. Oh, you hear that airplane out there? Yep, live right next to the airport practically my whole life. Alright, let's do Baa Baa Black Sheep. Ready? Baa Baa Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. 1 for the master, 1 for the dame, and 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane. Let's see. What is that? And that is that's a cow jumping over the moon. What shape is the moon? That is a circle. All right, let's do this. Ready? Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. All right, here I have these. We're going to do some colors today. What do you see? What do we have? Ooh, we have our boats. I found the blue one. I just told you what color it was. I'm supposed to quiz you. All right, ready? Sailing along in my little blue boat, sailing along in my little blue boat, sailing along in my little blue boat. Zoom, 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 splash. All right, what color is this one? It is white. Ready? Sailing along in my little white boat, sailing along in my little white boat, sailing along in my little white boat. Zoom, 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 splash. Was that very zoomy? I don't think that was very zoomy. Let's do it again. Zoom, 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 splash. Did anybody go out on a boat this weekend? It was Memorial Day, and I know some people were able to go out on boats. My husband's going out on a boat tonight. I don't know what color it is. I'll have to ask him. What color is this one? This one is red. And you know, sailboats do not really zoom too quickly. You don't have control over that. Only the wind can do that. Ready? Did I ask you what color it is? I did. Is it red? It is red. Sailing along in my little red boat, sailing along in my little red boat, sailing along in my little red boat. Zoom, 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 splash. That was fast, huh? What color? It is green, like all the leaves that are finally here. Sailing along in my little green boat, sailing along in my little green boat, sailing along in my little green boat. Zoom, 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 splash. Sailing along in my, what color boat is this? Yellow. Sailing along in my little yellow boat, sailing along in my little yellow boat, sailing along in my little yellow boat. Zoom, 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 splash. All right, let's do another one that we all should know or kind of know. Ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? All right, some of the names I said earlier. Can you see what letter starts your name? I said Anna and Aniston, and that is A right there. And I said Trevor, and the T is right here. And I said Xavier, whose X is right there. And Miranda, your M is right there. Who else? Oh my goodness, it's been so long since I've seen you. I can see all your faces. Now I gotta try to remember. Oh, it makes me so sad. But that's okay, because I know you're there watching, and that's great. And I'm happy that you are, and I'm happy that I can do this for you. All right. That is the robin next to her nest with her eggs. Right. So let's see your nests. There you go. You cup your hands together. Did you ever try to put water in your hands when it was like this? Sometimes it works, sometimes it leaks, but you can get a drink that way sometimes. And what is this? Who is this for? This is the hive for the bee. Have you seen any bees? They're out everywhere right now. Buzzing, buzzing, buzzing. All right, and who's the hole for? Who lives in the hole? The bunny. And here's the house for me. All right, ready? Here is the nest for the robin. Here is the hive for the bee. Here is the hole for the bunny. And here is the house for me. Good. This one's for Trevor. Trevor really likes this one. This is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Ready? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. A big bumblebee just flew up here. He's buzzing around. I don't know. Gotta keep my eye on him. I hear him. Ooh, he's loud. He's big and fat. Bumblebee. Ooh. All right. Can you see that? It's kind of hard to see in the grass that's there. That is Itsy Bitsy Spider. Let's get your Itsy Bitsies ready. Ready? The Itsy Bitsy Spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the Itsy Bitsy Spider went up the spout again. Get a little more comfy. Alright, let's do Grandma's glasses. I didn't bring the picture out to do that. I'm kicking stuff. This is not good. What are we doing, Miss Stacy? There we go. Alright. Grandma's glasses. You ready? These are Grandma's glasses. And this is Grandma's hat. And this is the way she folds her hands in her lap. These are Grandpa's glasses. And this is Grandpa's hat. And this is the way he folds his arms. Alright, that's our last one before our story, if you remember our routine from the library. Alright, today I brought out a book that I've read a couple times before over the years. And maybe we've done it in story time, but I have made a felt story to go with it. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to show you all the pieces I made after we do the story, and we'll try to remember what order the book goes in. This is called Daniel Finds a Poem, and it's by Misha Archer. And I got to meet her when she came to our celebration of the Pennsylvania One Book Every Young Child at the Beaver Valley Mall in 2017. And it was really cool to meet her, and she showed us how she does her art. And it was just inspiring, I think. It made me feel like doing art myself, and I love that. Do you guys like to do crafts? I know, I miss doing them with you. I miss planning so many of them and getting all the things together so that we can do them together. But I'm still thinking about them. I just don't have to pull them all together right now. All right. So this is Daniel Finds a Poem. Daniel That's Daniel in the middle with his dog, or one of the neighborhood dogs, I'm not sure. All right, Daniel knows all the rocks, trees, and animals in the park. On Monday morning, Daniel sees something new on the park gate. Wait for the plane. Oh, it's right over my house. They usually go around me. Oh man, on Monday morning, Daniel sees something new on the park gate. A sign reads, "Poetry in the Park, Sunday at 6 o'clock." You see? All right, figure this out. There we go. You see that sign? Stacy's having trouble today. Here. Hello. There it is. Poetry in the Park, Sunday at 6 o'clock. Daniel asks, what is poetry? Let's see if he finds out. Oh my goodness, what do you think that is? What does that look like? What is that? What does Daniel see? He looks up in surprise when he hears Spider say, "To me, poetry is when morning dew glistens." You see the morning dew on that spider's web, all shiny and bright? Pretty cool. Let's see if he finds out more. Who does Daniel see? Where is he? He is up in the tree. And who is that? Up in the tree with Daniel. There we go. That is a squirrel. On Tuesday is when Daniel meets the squirrel. Daniel climbs the old oak tree. He sees Squirrel. Squirrel, do you know what poetry is? Poetry is when crisp leaves crunch, Squirrel tells him. You see all those leaves crunching under their feet? Those are oak leaves. And acorns grow on oak trees. On Wednesday, oh, who does he see on Wednesday? Daniel calls into Chipmunk's hole. Chipmunks live in holes like rabbits? Did you know that? Chipmunk, can you tell me what poetry is? Let's take a look at that chipmunk. He's pretty cute. Do you have chipmunks at your house? What does Chipmunk say? Poetry? Poetry is a home with many windows in an old stone wall. So Chipmunk must live in an old stone wall. I know that the chipmunk at my house does. They're being friends, aren't they? That's really nice. Oh. On Thursday, Daniel makes a boat with a leaf for a sail and watches the wind carry it across the pond. He calls quietly to Frog. "Excuse me, Frog, what is poetry?" "Poetry," says Frog, "is a cool pool to dive into." Who else is in the pool there with Frog? Okay, what am I doing here? We have Frog diving in, and who's down here? Is that a goldfish? I think you're right. On Friday, Daniel parts the cattails and finds Turtle. "Hello, Turtle. I have a question. Do you know what poetry is?" "I think poetry is sun-warmed sand," says Turtle. Oh my goodness. All these nature things are poetry? Do you know who this is down here? Do you know what kind of insect that is? Looks like a grasshopper, but it's black. And this one makes music. On Saturday afternoon, Daniel finds Cricket in the shade of the slide. Look how sunny it looks outside. That's why they have to sit in the shade of the slide. When the shadows are long, cricket fills the air with music. Is this poetry to you, cricket? Singing at twilight when the day is done? Indeed it is, Daniel. Did you ever hear crickets singing at night? Oh, they're so pretty. Who is that? That's what he says. That night, moonlight fills Daniel's room. He hears a leaning from his window, he calls to Al. Al, what is poetry? Let's see what Al has to say. Look at Al flying away. Oh, poetry! Poetry is bright stars in the branches, moonlight on the grass, and silent wings to take me wherever I go. Good night, dear Daniel, she whispers, and flies off into the night. What do you see up there above the tree? It's round and bright, and the cow jumped over it. It's the moon. All right. On Sunday, the sun wakes up Daniel. He is happy when he remembers it's Sunday. Today is poetry in the park, says Daniel, and I have a poem. Cool. Daniel has a poem for poetry in the park. Do you see the silhouettes of all the people listening? You can't see their faces or their clothing, but they're all in black. That makes them silhouettes. Morning dew glistens. Crisp leaves crunch. There's a home with many windows and the old stone wall. Cool pools to dive in. Sun-warmed sand to lie in. Singing at twilight when the day is done. Bright stars in the branches. Moonlight on the grass. And silent wings to take me wherever I go. That's the poem that he learned from each of his new friends in the park. On the way home, it's evening. On the way home, Daniel stops to watch the sunset sky reflecting in the pond. That looks like poetry to me. To me too, says Dragonfly. See, you can see everybody. Here's the turtle here. Here's the dragonfly. Maybe not everybody. Maybe I'm mistaken. All right. Misha Archer's Daniel finds a poem. Let's see. So, who did he meet first? Who did Daniel meet first? Do you remember? It's long, so maybe you don't. But does this help you remember? What does that look like? That is the spider. Spider's web. There's the spider. So the spider thought that the morning dew glistening was poetry. And who was next? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I think I do remember. I think it was Squirrel. I was right. Here is Squirrel. And what did Squirrel say was poetry to her? All right, I gotta move this camera a little bit. There we go. I think crisp leaves crunching. Yes. And then I think it was chipmunk. Checking my book. Yes, it was chipmunk. Where are you, chipmunk? You're hiding back here. You see chipmunk? There's chipmunk. And chipmunk said, many windows in an old stone wall. I think it was a house with many windows. Was poetry to him. So those two. All right. And then we had Frog, who thought poetry was a cool pool to dive into. And then Turtle. Sun-warmed sand was poetry to Turtle. I think I'm missing somebody. Oh, there he is. He's hiding way back here. Cricket. Cricket singing at twilight when the day is done. That's what Cricket thinks poetry is. Alright, so these three guys can come down and I'll show you. Owl. What is poetry? An owl said, bright stars in the branches, moonlight on the grass, and silent wings to take me wherever I go. Let's see, I think there's one more. Yes. After he says his poem, he sees the sunset. And Dragonfly agrees that the sunset reflecting on the pond is poetry. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to get better with my felt storytelling so that I can use these better and show them to you in person. I had such a fun time making them this month. And next week, June 1st, is the start of summer reading. Tell your parents to get signed up online. Check our Facebook page and our website to get signed up for summer reading. We're going to have prizes. We're going to have all kinds of stuff to have fun with at home, because we won't be able to have programs in the library. I'm hoping pretty soon, but I don't know. But you can still read. You can still do fun things. I will still do story time every Wednesday at 10:30 all summer. All right? Can't wait. I love story time. And tomorrow I'm going to sit down and get all my books ready for June. I have a few ready. I'm going to get a bunch more ready for June and July so that I can share those stories with you. If you have any ideas for books that you would like me to do, please let me know. You can comment on some of my videos or email me at the library. You can click, I think there's a contact place that you can get in touch with my manager at Chippewa Branch Library. I'd love to hear from you. I miss you all so much. Have a great day and a great week.